But yeah, she owes you money.
Nah. All right, so it's like this. I got a friend I've known for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've always tried to take care of her, right?
All right.
Probably way more than I should have, right? But I feel like God loves her. And when you see somebody that God loves, you're supposed to help them out, because if God loves you, that means the devil has attention on you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind, if God loves you, the devil, like Jonah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The devil's always like, oh, why God loves you? I'm going to get you. So I've always like just giving her money, just giving her, like one time I remember, no, not money not like a loan. It's just like, I know you need this.
Money, man.
I understand, but it's not been for anything. It's never like, I'm giving you money like, all right, now you got to come over my house and blah, blah, blah. It's nothing like that. It's just, you're like, you need it, here you go. Because she's had a rough life. Like, if you talk to her life was rough. Like, her father's one of the worst human beings I've ever heard of in my life.
Yeah.
Like, horrible human being. And I've never heard of her mother.
Okay.
That's how bad.
So you empathize with her, basically.
Very much so. Very much so. And I'm not trying to get no drugs.
So y'all be trauma bonding?
Maybe. But I think her trauma is way worse than mine. So it's like, I can't even bond with the type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think hers is worse. All right, I'll give you an example. And I hope she never sees this. But if she do, I ain't lying.
Oh,
one time.
You want her to see this?
I don't care. I'm not lying. This is what I'm telling you. I tell the truth all the time, so if somebody gets mad, they can't be like, they can't be like, he was lying on me. No, I wasn't. I told what happened.
Okay, just don't put her name out there.
Nah, I ain't going to. Yeah. Plus, I don't even use her real name. But anyway, so one time, she was telling me how she had to move real quick and da-da-da, and I was like, why? And she's like, oh, my daddy's put me out. I was like, why? You on?
Yeah.
All right, so.
Okay, so she had a hard life. Her dad kicked her out.
Over a chick, and the chick was trying to sleep with her boyfriend, her baby's father.
Okay. Wow.
And the dad knew.
Let me guess.
Yeah. But it's a whole. See, you can say what you want. White people have just as much horrible issues.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when it's poor.
Just don't blame white.
I keep telling you, white supremacy is different.
I didn't mean to make you.
Don't get me started.
Right.
White supremacy is 100% different.
Right.
But so she's like, she wants my truck, and I'm just like, I'm at the point where I'm like, I've been holding the truck for like 3 years. I'm like, I'm just gonna get rid of the truck. I can get $600 because it has catalytic converters on it.
All right. I
get some money for it. So I'm just like, I get it for a car payment. That's what I'm looking at. But she's like, no, I'll get rid of the truck. I really want the truck. I'm like, why? Like, but when I tell you her car is, bro, I once gave her a full tank, right? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, why is the meter saying you don't have a full tank? And we stepped outside and I started hearing this noise, and I looked under. The entire full tank of gas just leaked out the bottom of the car, bro.
That's crazy.
Nuts. At a gas station.
Give me one second. So it was leaking on the bottom?
Yeah, like all the gas.
Right.
Like the entire full tank I just put in there leaked out.
Okay.
And I just looked at her and she was like, I don't know. And I was just like, you know what I mean? So it's like, every time she gets like a step ahead, something pushes her back. But she's never been like, I'm so sick of this. Never. You know it's the worst I've ever heard her say?
She never crashed out.
Never. She always went like this. My father will take me through. La la la. And she'll sing. And I'm like, I want to slap the dog out of you, bro. But I'm like, if you this happy and you this joyous, I can't even be mad. I'm just gonna help. So
she live life without problems.
Yeah, but she lived life like a problem's it's gonna happen. It's just part of life. And I'm like, you gotta crash out to be able to come back. Like, that's a part of being human. Nah, dead ass. That's a part of being human. You gotta, people go in a room. Like, I tell people that have kids.
You gotta cry.
Something. You know when you have a baby, and my homegirls will be like, man, my baby's killing me. I'm like, push the baby in the room, put some pillows around, make sure it's safe, and go in the bathroom and scream. Yes, there's no problem with that. You gotta get it off. Don't put it on the baby, but go separately. Get that off, and then go back in. All right, I done got that out of me. I can give my love back to this baby. You got to do that. You think I've done that when I was raising my daughter?
Okay.
I used to push my baby in the back, be like, like, cause she was crying. Matter of fact, I remember I was raising the girl, my ex's daughter. She was crying. I gave this little everything, and she wouldn't stop crying. Guess what it was?
She wanted milk.
No, nigga, that's the first thing you do. Her mother had given her cereal way too early, and it made her, because baby stool isn't solid.
Okay.
No, that's it. Baby stool is all mush.
Okay.
It should just be.
Right.
It made all her stools solid. So from her butthole to like almost her throat
Wow.
was a piece of dookie. And it just hurt. And she could, and I was like, I looked, cause I felt the diaper. Like if you have a kid, you'll realize you're not gonna check. You're gonna be feeling like ain't nothing in there.
Right.
You're gonna keep moving. So then I was like, I took the diaper off. I'm like, there's nothing there. And as soon as the diaper came off, it slid out. Wow. And she was like, I've never seen an infant go like this. And then passed out. Just that quick. That mean that was killing her. And I just looked at her. I was like,
What'd she eat?
I don't know. Her mother gave her something she shouldn't have given her. Because it shouldn't be solid.
Probably baby formula.
It should, no, because I don't even formula comes out mushy. Because I've done formula after you get over breast milk. But I just wiped her butt, wiped her in Puerto Rican they call her Toto. Wiped her Toto, wiped her butt. And then I was like, you ain't got to put no diapers on in case you got another one coming through. I just laid her on the bed with a pillow and a towel under her. I was like, if it got to come out, let it come out. I don't ever want you to have to feel like that again.
Poor baby.
And that baby knocked out for a good smooth 5 hours, which is long for a baby. For an infant, that's long. Mm-hmm. That baby was like, and she knocked out another one. And then she went back to mush. And I was like, whatever you fed her, don't ever give her that again.
Right.
Don't ever give her that again. And she never did. But yeah, so like I understand that crash outs are necessary just to be a human being. And I've never seen her crash out. So I'm just like, yo, she's got to have something. So I'm like, if she's blessed, the Lord I got to help her. If the Lord love her like that.
I don't know. I want to say you should crash out. But I think you just got to get the energy out. But like
same thing.
I think there's a constructive way of doing it, like exercise, something like that.
That's what that is.
Just screaming.
Yes, that's constructive.
The reason I'm saying that is because it's not gonna like make the feeling go away. I feel
screaming. Oh, of course it does.
You think so?
Oh gosh, yes. Hey,
I could be wrong.
Punching a punching bag is the equivalent of crying for men. Like men won't cry so they punch something.
Okay.
It takes a lot longer to do because it's. If you would sit down and have a good cry, I can't cry either. I'm not trying to act like I'm better than dudes. Mm-hmm. I don't cry. The last one I cried was 13. You know why I was? Mm-hmm. Because my stepdad thought I was talking behind the door and kicked the door. Jeez. And the door hit me right in the middle of my face.
Okay.
And I was like, and it just started cobble. I wasn't even like, I was just like, and it just started falling because it hurt. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and he was like, oh God, I thought you were talking behind the door. I was like, I wasn't even by the door. And he was like, I'm so sorry. And then got me some like ice cream or something. And then he wasn't he's not a nurturing parent. Sorry. He's not a nurturing parent.
Because I haven't cried myself in years.
Yeah, that's not a thing men do. You know what I'm saying? Not most men. That's not a thing most men do.
I feel like they should.
And we probably should.
Yeah.
But until we do that, we punch stuff. Or we kick stuff. That's why dudes be breaking their fists.
Right.
That's what you just said, exercise. That's exercise. Punching a punching bag. That's exercise. It's just not.
That's the way to crash out. Okay, the reason I can relate to her is because, like, for me, it makes sense when I problem solve, because that helps me like relax when it comes to like the issue. So, for example, my car, for me, I want to crash out. Like, I want to yell, I want to scream and stuff like that. But that's not gonna make the stress go away. It might relieve some of the stress, but it don't make it go away. What helps with the stress is like realizing that, okay, maybe I can get a credit card, maybe I can borrow some money, this and that, and then that kind of like helps it go away. So
I think we're talking about two different things. I think we're talking about stress and anxiety. Because stress,
it's anxiety.
Because anxiety you need to get out.
Okay.
I think anxiety is something you can't control. It's just, and I think stress. If you're saying stress, that's like the buildup of all this that's happening, and that's something that's like long term. I'm talking about, because screaming doesn't fix your problems.
Right.
It just gets you back to a level head. It gets you back to a place where, okay, this feeling isn't controlling me. Like whenever I get upset or there's like something I can't do, like I get this feeling like a darkness in my heart, like a just a hole. It's just like, like if I want to fight somebody and I can't fight them, like say your boss says something, like y'all want to break your face, and I can't do it. I'm just like, that's why I don't get mad. You never see me mad.
Right.
Like I don't get mad. I yell, but that's just me talking. I don't get mad, because when I get mad, I get that feeling and I don't like it.
Okay.
Unless I can fight you. Now, if we're gonna fight, that's different. I'll slam you on your head and I'll feel better. But I don't like that feeling. So you gotta have something to release that. Just get that out of you. But
Okay.
but like long-term stress, like you're not gonna solve it unless you solve it.
Okay.
You have to solve it. So yeah, we're just saying different things. We're both correct. That's something you have to figure a way out of.
You have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right. 'Cause I feel like with stress and even anxiety, it's like you're having a hard time making a decision.
Correct.
Because it's like, okay, well, it's hard if I handle that situation. It's hard if I ignore it. All that stress is building up to where, like, okay, that's when you start crashing out.
You ever seen those movies where like the person is sitting there and you hear their heart beating and that's the stuff you gotta scream out. But if you're sitting there like, yo, this bill is $800 and I got 15 cents, what am I gonna do? That's where you gotta I gotta figure this out. I gotta get a credit card, put it on the card, and then just pay that later. Like tell them I ain't got it. But I gotta do something. Something has to happen. That's what you talking about.
So I think that's her is what's going on.
But I've never seen her do either. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen
What
her
do you
do.
see her do?
Bro, all I've ever, bro.
Clearly she's asking you for money.
No, she's never asked me for money.
You offer.
No, I just give it to her.
Okay, so you offer.
No, I don't offer. There's no offer. It's not like, hey, do you need money? No, it's just like, she's like, yeah, she does like a smoother version of what thoughts do.
So she talks about her life and you just give her money.
Yeah, she'll be like, no, I know.
Complain.
It's not gonna work for you. You don't have God on your side like that. But she'll just be like, she'll just tell me, here you go. She'll just tell me, she'll be like, yeah. Or I'll be like, what happened? She'll be like, oh, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. And this was my baby daddy. And I was like, all right. And then I won't say nothing. But then if she's like, oh, yeah, you know, I just got the new job and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I should be back on my feet in like 2-3 weeks. And I'll be like, yeah, I like that. Here you go, honey. And but I don't say nothing. I send it to her. And then she'll be like, why you send me
that for your guy friends?
Some.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
But you don't understand. You've gotta be trying to move in a direction. Like, I have to see the goodness. If you just, man, this whole robbed me for that. Sorry, bro. I might help. Like, that ain't gonna do it for me. But if it's you know what I'm saying? But if like, like my boy, he was, okay, I can give you a great example. And I hope he never sees this. I have a friend whose father was, he's the oldest of 3 kids. His dad wouldn't let him go to school because he needed him to watch the other 2 kids.
Wow.
So they're in school, he's not in school. This kid has so many...
Talk about no future.
Facts. He's got dreams, he wants to do stuff. He can rap. When I say rap, bro, he rap better than me.
All right.
Like me and him used to, and this one he was a kid. All right.
Focus.
So, but he nice. So what I did was, and I hope he never sees this, he's gonna be mad at me. I kidnapped him and took him to his brother's house.
I'm gonna tag him.
Nah. But like, one day he was just like, cause his dad was like, what am I gonna do with the kids? There's nothing I can do with the kids. I was like, and I looked at him, I said, hey, everybody says there's no other way until they have to make another way, and then all of a sudden they find a way. He's like, man, I feel bad about leaving my brother. I'm like, you gotta do this for yourself. He was 18. Took him, threw him in a whip, we drove hours away, dropped him off, said, I love you, bro, be safe, gave him a little change, drove back, and we never talked about how it happened to this day. Now he's probably almost 30 and got a good career, making money. Every time I see him, he flossy. When I hear him rap, I'm like, damn, you still better than me. Like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? I love it.
Wow.
Yeah, you're doing this thing, and guess what? The dad found another way to watch the kids. And I told him, I'm like, bro, don't let nobody shortchange your life for their life.
Yeah.
You can't do that. And I was right. And now his little brother worked for construction. And it's like, I haven't seen his little sister in a while. She used to steal from me all the time. She used to steal quarters.
Okay.
Like, she used to go in my car and be like, she looked at me like, hey, I ain't seen you in a while, XO, what's going on? I'm like, those are my quarters. You don't need no quarters, XO. You a grown man, you don't need these quarters. And we'll take my quarters. She's like 7. He'll just go in the car and I'd be like, you know I love you, bye. I'm like, you little punk.
Okay, well, you keep it even.
I try to.
Because I don't like when guys complain that women have all the privilege and guys don't.
Well, it's not a woman privilege. It's a goodness privilege. She's
it's a
good.
Privilege.
I'm talking about, no, this one's, I don't go around giving money. For me to give you money, you have to be in a select group.
Yeah, for you, but guys just give money.
Oh, yeah, I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
You either you're in a select group or you got to have the sob story of sob stories.
Right.
That'll work on me. I'll tell you in a second. If you ever, hey, this for any of y'all out there want to try to make me trick, that's how you do it. Don't come at me like, damn girl, look how good I look and I'm thick and I'm that. I ain't gonna trick on nothing. I like my money tighter. But if you tell me how you've been trying to see your kid and your kid is stuck at your auntie's house, your auntie lives 2 cities that way, but you just need to. All you need is $50 to get over there so you can get some gas. That 50's on his way. That 50's on his way. I'm crying inside. That 50. Ooh.
Well, guys, come back for part 2. Hold up. Yeah, I gotta get going.
Yeah.
My bad, man. I didn't. I thought he pulled up too. I didn't expect for this to happen.
It's life.
Again.
I'm gonna go sleep in my truck.